Welcome back to Be Original Wet on White Oil Painting. I'm Jason A. Faulkner, and I'm showing you how I do wet on white oil painting. And this is segment 2. So, we got where we're at so far. So I decided I want to put some clouds up in here. So I'm just going to press this in here. I'm just going to put some clouds up in here. And we're just going to do a little like that. And we're going to put the cloud over here. He's going to just be like he's all on top of the world here. Just a little bit of creature writing all over here. Kids today don't really know what that is anymore. Yeah, I kind of like that. Get that real misty look in the morning. It's like an early morning here. Way back over here. And we got a cloud and he's just gonna put it up along here. Be all like me, old and grumpy. Nice and bright in there. Brighten it up in there. So we're going to soften this up. So I cleaned out my brush here. Now anything sharp you want to keep sharp. You don't touch with the brush. Anything you don't mind and you want to blend out, you touch with the brush. So you want to keep these edges up here nice and sharp. You don't touch them with the brush. And you go and you blend it. Now, just barely touching. Again, we're just barely touching. So maybe we're going to start over here. So maybe we're going to blend this out here. Down along in here. And we want to keep that up on the top. And we're going to keep that nice and sharp so we're not even going to touch it. I'm just going to lift up nice and light. Spread that out a little bit. Maybe all we're going to do here, soften this a little bit bottom here. Just going to lightly touch it up there. And then we'll do the same back here. And we're just going to lightly touch it. Go back over here. We want this a little bit more. Back to the background. It's just brightening up in the morning sky. Maybe you want to fade this out a little bit more over in here. Maybe you want to add some a little bit more of the dark up in there. You want to make it kind of look like it's over there like that. Yeah. And then you want to smooth it out. So we're going to clean our brush here. So we got kind of a clean dry brush here. Since we've been using the blue and the white, it don't really matter. We're just going to go right on in here. We're just going to mist all this out. Soften it. Now there's a lot of ways you can do it. You can use a tamping method too to mist all this out, which works real nice even in the sky. So like you can mist all this out by just tapping it all out. Get you all nice the light areas where you want the light areas in. Make it nice and soft that way. Softening this up nice and light. And you just tap it all the way. Just softening it up. Okay. That's where we want her. So now maybe we'll just lightly come along here. We'll lightly touch this. Lightly just touch it. And lightly. We've done all that packing. You don't want to take that. You don't want to ruin that little technique you put in there. You gotta remember you still have a lot of blue in here that you can utilize. We'll be getting that in a minute here. Okay. We're just gonna pull some of this down. Put some of this down. After all, we're going to create this water down here. I got this idea I'm going to try. And we'll see how it goes. So. Yeah, we'll take get back to the blue here. And we're going to do our dark blue here. Right underneath this sun. We're just going to start putting it in again. Put this dark blue in all along here. All along here. Put the dark blue in here. And we'll get back in and down in here. Midnight blue, put midnight blue along in here. And we'll put all this midnight blue all along in here. Put back into it here. Midnight blue all along here. Put this midnight blue in here. All along in here. This one real good in the canvas all the way across this canvas. All the way across. Look at that blue. Now we're actually going to dip into this blue purple here. The ocean isn't all blue, it isn't all green and stuff. There are different shades in it. So we're going to put this little bit of purple in here and mix it with this blue, this midnight blue. That'll give us another dimension color in here when we go to make our water. We're going to work that in real nice all the way across, left side, right side. We'll work that in with this blue. Now, you probably can't see that on the video, and that's fine. You can't see it on the video, but you'll see it when you're doing, if you're painting, or what kind of art you're doing, you'll see it. You'll see the blending color, unless you're colorblind. Colorblind is generally a non-distinguishing between different shades of the same color that are similar together. We determine this is all going to be water, all along here, all water here. So we're just going to work that in until it's nice and smooth. And this is our base color. This becomes your base, just like the liquid white or liquid clear. Blue has become the base of where you're going. So because it is so dark, what we're going to do here is we're going to take this white, and I'm exactly where the water line is. So with a tiny paintbrush, it's kind of like using a knife. I'm going to make the water line left to right, just like you would if you were, say you got your knife up here. You want to keep it as straight as you can keep it. Straight across that. Like so. Over. Make it nice. Make it as sharp as you can make it. And you get back in white, titanium white, just titanium white, do it, make the chisel it up. Put the white stick layer white there. That's where they go. I'm gonna do that again. A little bit more chisel down here. Chisel down here. Think, oh, I got it too thick. Well, maybe you did get it too thick. Maybe you didn't. Who's to say? Anyway, now we're going to dip into the dark blue that we've been using. We're going to make some mountain shapes back in here. Or hill shapes, or, you know. And we're going to do that above. So we're done in here, so we won't go back in there with our brushes at all. So now maybe you got a mountain, maybe you got this mountain, he's starting like, maybe he starts right here and he just comes right like down and then comes across, comes back like so, like so, like so. Just fill all that in. So we just kind of like sketched it in, you know, like you would almost if you were drawing. And we go back to our big brush here. And we're just going to pull this like you're making a mountain, just like if you used a knife. Right up on the top here. We're going to pull this just like if you use a knife. Pull this mountain right out. That up, buddy. Which I think that a lot when they do this stuff, but then I realized that I didn't. I get the effect I want, and as long as you get the effect that you want in the end, that's what matters. The end result is what matters. Remember, don't judge your own work. If you judge your work, you're never getting anything done. Perfectionists will look for every excuse to not do. And just keep working on it, keep working on it. It doesn't look right, it doesn't look right. They'll never put anything out there, they'll never put themselves out there. And so don't judge your work. Let other people give their opinions. If it's your family stuff and you're like, oh, well, they're supposed to say everything looks good, etc., etc. Don't tell yourself that. I mean, you can tell yourself that, but try not to believe that, because I found families often more brutal than the public can ever be. And so keep that in mind. So we only have these little land masses back in there. And maybe what we're going to do here way over here, just for fun. Now this is the sun here. So we're going to have when this water comes up. sparkle on there. So we want to clean our brush here. We want to get into the yellow. Get into the yellow, and we're just going to put a little bit of sparkles on the top of that waterfall. Just enough to highlight. Just some sparkles in there. Yellow. Just barely. Let's touch this. It's yellow. It's barely gonna touch it. Sparkle. That's like that. Yeah, just like that. And maybe just down in here, maybe a little more sparkly. And where does it go? It's pretty thick in there. You're gonna have to soften that up. So, yeah, you're probably gonna have to soften that up. You're gonna have to move you have to move this water line that we put in back here. See? We have to take all this and we have to redo it. This is a great part of painting. Original kind of look in there. This is the water here. See, this isn't even a waterfall. Maybe this is early morning mist. Fog. Just settled on this all along there. Take all that right out. Maybe it's just a foggy morning. And we will take a break and be back in a few moments.